3, 2, 1, action. Hey guys, welcome back to Off the Record, where we talk about whatever we want. And we have Chris here today.
What up?
What up?
Yeah.
And Chris ain't no bitch.
I ain't no bitch, man.
What's that about, Chris?
I'm just tired of being one, so...
So that's your, your shirt.
Yeah, this is my merch. This is my merch. I ain't no bitch. It's something I've always said all the time. Like, it's just something that like motivates me for anything. Like, if I gotta pay the check, you know what I mean? Who's gonna split it? Like, you know what? I ain't no bitch. I'm gonna take care of all of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't have it, but
We should go eat sometime.
it's one of the. Yeah. You know what? I ain't no bitch, man. We can.
Hey, Chris, you don't want to be a bitch, do you?
Yeah. That'll be that's the main one. You know what I mean?
You could get so many favors off of him. You just gotta
Like
challenge him.
Marty McFly with Back to the Future being called a chicken.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's really it. Cause like I'm a smaller guy. You know what I mean?
You're taller than me. What are you talking about?
I mean, I'm slimmer, you know what I mean? I'm a slim guy, you know what I mean? And like, I've always gotten that. I was always smaller in school. People were always talking shit, and I always be like, I ain't no bitch though, you know what I mean? I grew up
At least you got
boxing.
height. That's good.
Yeah, I got a little taller.
I'm pretty short, but I'll bite your fucking nuts.
Yeah, so that was my thing. That was my thing. I just be like, well, I ain't no bitch though, you know? So
I'm actually scared of shorter people than bigger people.
Why?
Because short man syndrome is fucking real.
yes, for real.
My most scariest and violent friends were always short.
Yeah, they got they're short tempered.
They have a lot to prove.
They got a lot of short stuff.
Yeah.
Because he said short-tempered, short-fused. I'm like, oh, because they're short.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their limit is their patience is short.
Yeah, but they insist they got regular sized dicks though.
That what?
They always insist they have regular to big sized dicks. I always love that. When somebody talks about how they have a big dick, it's fairly funny to me.
Yeah.
Well, I did see a porno of a little person with a human, like a massive dick, so I was like, okay, well, that's not fair because he's shorter than me and he's fucking hung as fuck.
Tripod style.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you do that makes you go, oh, I'm a bitch? That you have to that you feel like you have to remind yourself all the time, I ain't no bitch.
I get hella like emotional, you know what I mean? Like, and it comes from like I don't know like the zodiac stuff, but people hear I'm a Cancer, they're like, oh my god, you're so sensitive. And I get it, I'm like, oh, damn, that makes sense, you know what I mean? Because I have moments where like I just get like I'm like, man, I get a little emotional. I start taking things offensive, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm in the comedy game too, which is so ironic, you know what I mean? But like, I'll just like people start roasting, and I'm laughing down. I'm just like,
So it's not a game anymore.
yeah. But I'll stay in it. But I'll be in the car just crying, like that. You know, not really crying, but like I just.
So it's really just.
But to be able to admit that, that's actually opposite of being a bitch.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If your shirt, maybe we could adjust your merch a little bit. It could be, I ain't no bitch, I ain't no bitch, I ain't no bitch, I ain't no bitch, I ain't no bitch. So, because it almost sounds like you're like psyching yourself up or something. It's like I ain't no bitch, I ain't no bitch, I ain't no bitch, I ain't no bitch, I ain't no bitch. It's like you're about to go to war or something.
Yeah, it's one of those like before you get on stage, like people say like they have the butterflies, like or like it's a big crowd. Like when I performed in Vegas in front of like 2,500 people for the first time, my biggest crowd. I was like, and then it was actually for Mike Epps. He put me on like to host and stuff.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so it was a dope gig and stuff like that. And it was like before I got on, I was like, whew, I just had a moment. But then I was like, you know what, fuck, I ain't no bitch. And that's kind of something that like kickstarts me. You know what I mean? Like that same thing for like skydiving. I went skydiving for the first time, and it was like
This year?
Like that. Yeah.
I love your shirt because I completely understand what that means, but it's been lost like a Egyptian hieroglyph in the fucking millennial era.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
People twist that meaning to say other things, and it's just changing. And I'm like, why?
Well, especially in woke culture, it's like, what's wrong with bitches?
Well, no.
Bitches is weak. It's like,
Because it doesn't mean female in any way.
No.
It's like coward.
Yeah, that's exactly how I took it. It's like I don't want to be weak, you know what I mean? And like, and that's what I'm saying too, because I'm really in tune with like being sensitive and like empathizing and always like considering people's feelings and always trying to make sure everybody's okay. But then, you know, fuck that. Like,
it just means no courage.
Yeah. So that's how I took it.
What do you think about saying like, hey man, don't be a little pussy?
Oh man, I don't even like the word pussy, to be honest with you.
Really? I love it.
I can't. It's just for me.
I love pussy so much, and you don't.
That might be it. That might be it. But I can't like. I don't like the word because even like when it's about to go down, and when I talk about it with a girl, I don't. When I say it, I feel like I'm in a porno. Like it seems too extreme to me.
So you don't dirty talk then?
I don't just say pussy. I'll just say like, I'm go down to town. I don't know. I don't even say it. That's what I'm saying.
If a guy ever told me I'm gonna go downtown, I'm like, no, you're going out the door.
Yeah, fuck yeah, right?
I'm going down to, like, but I'm saying though, like, I don't.
It's like saying, I'm going down on your, I'm going downtown.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If I say it, it's gonna end up being like, I'm gonna go down here, pussy. Like it ends up coming.
It scares you.
Yeah.
Pussy. Like it's just the word. It's just a weird, too extreme for me. You know.
What if he's just a Southern gentleman? He doesn't say those kind of words.
I don't say pussy, especially even like
he's
like
from Texas?
Yeah, I'm from Houston. Yeah.
So what if he's a Southern gentleman? He doesn't say those kind of things.
Yeah. You know.
Well, I like a guy. I guess I
You don't
feel
want gentlemen.
I guess not.
Lotus flower bomb. You're whispering out.
That's so scary.
No, I don't have words for it. To be honest, I don't have words for it. But I know for sure I don't say. That's not my thing.
What
like,
about Spanish words? Like
Panocha.
panocha.
Pusita.
Ugly word.
Nah,
Panorama.
that ain't me, man.
What? Like the picture?
Yeah.
Wide angle?
Please don't call it a
Bring
panorama.
up though, so when I hit up Chris, because Kevin, he suggested Chris be on, and so he was like, you know what's crazy? You guys talked about my dad. I was like, what?
Oh,
we talked about
yeah.
your dad on JK
Yeah.
News?
Dad?
This guy
We did an article about your
did
dad.
an article on his dad. So you guys remember this? This is the guy who faked his own death because of his wife was planning on killing him.
What?
Is that your mom?
Remember this photo?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my dad. That's my pops.
So tell us.
Wait. Is your dad the guy that faked in the picture?
Boxing.
Yeah.
Boxing.
Yeah, that's him.
Coach.
That was the
He looks
stage.
different.
That was the stage.
He looks different from the picture that when he's pretending to be alive.
Well, because
Pretending to be alive.
Well, because he's dead and he's
How
supposed
do you
to look
pretend to be
pale.
alive?
No, one looks like a white guy, one looks like a black guy.
Oh, my dad a bitch right now?
No. He looks
You know
black.
what's funny? So I rewatched the video, and the only person saying anything, commenting on anything on his dad was you, Joe.
What do you mean?
You're the only one.
I talk a lot of shit?
Yeah, you do.
All right, let's talk more shit.
You're
Let's do it
talking
right
for-
now.
No, I'm not talking shit. Look, he looks white when he's dead.
Yeah.
He looks white.
Well, he's in dirt.
Well,
and
he's just
pale.
ashy. I just probably pale.
Different lighting.
Looks like a white guy for sure.
And that's a picture of a picture. It's a picture
It's a picture of a picture.
But that look, he's right. Joe's right. You guys are insane.
No, he's supposed to look pale because he's dead. Like he's lifeless.
So wait, what?
But black people don't turn white when they die.
But he's not black. He's just really tan.
Yeah.
What is he, Dominican?
He's Puerto Rican, Dominican.
Yeah, but you don't look like Don Rickles when you die.
But I think it's a picture of a picture. Like, you know when you take like a film picture and it just looks darker.
Yeah. It was just the
contrast.
lighting. Just the lighting.
Is your dad alive?
Yeah. He's alive.
Are you guys friends?
Yeah. He's actually. I just dropped him off at the airport today. Actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
so like,
Is he
Can
going?
you talk about what happened?
what happened?
Yeah. Okay. So. Which, by the way, the episode was funny when y'all were talking about it, and during that time.
I hope I didn't offend you, because I talk a lot of shit.
No.
Okay.
No, my family, like, we'd take nothing serious. So even with that situation, like, we were trolling my dad.
He's gonna start crying in the car after this.
Yeah.
Because you're a cancer.
Hey, the shirt.
I got a reminder. You definitely don't forget. No, so yeah, y'all, it was like, I don't know, I think it was like 4 years now, or 3 or 4 years ago, but I was living out here, and my dad was with that. Now that's not my mom, by the way. So let's get that off. Like people were coming like, "Yo, your mom, bro." Like, and I was like, "No, that's not my mom. My dad got remarried, and she was like, she already had a weird vibe, and just off rip, you know what I mean? Like it was a weird vibe to her. She was super like, she treated my dad like a king, and it was, but the way that she looked at us, the way she looked at other family members, she just kind of gave like that, you know, like in Lion King when Nala she was like walking through the mom and everybody was like hating on her. She kind of had that vibe, you know, just hating on her. You know what I mean? But we're just like, yo, what's your this energy is just weird. You know what I mean? But my dad was in love with her, so we're cool. We loved her too.
Yeah.
And what started happening was, my dad, he's like very prideful of his kids, so he really like put like his son's in Hollywood. My dad thinks I made it every.
That's dope.
That's
Like,
dope.
when he came out here, he was putting all my like everywhere we went. You know what I mean? And I performed yesterday too, so that was another thing for him too. It was just always exciting for him. So he puts all the stuff on Facebook and puts it like on the refrigerator. That he's that dad, you know.
That's so
And
cool.
she has kids, and they're not so good. You know what I mean? Like they're kind of like they're kind of rough and they weren't really good in school and the grades weren't really there, like, and so she would always have excuses like, well, they didn't have a dad in their life, and she would be kind of bitter. Every time my dad would like praise us, she'd be bitter about it because of her kids, or like, how come you don't?
So jealous.
Yeah, it was like an envious type of thing, you know what I mean? So my dad was like, I don't know what to tell you, you know what I mean? And I mean, these are my kids, but
My kids are just better than yours.
yeah, you know what I mean?
That's crazy because you gotta think really hard to develop that kind of jealousy. Like your jealousy that your kids didn't have a father, but then you're angry at your potential
Or was
father.
she just jealous that he wasn't praising them the way he was praising you guys?
Probably, yeah. I would think so, but my thing is like, if the kids are just being like little assholes, what am I like praising? You know.
But none of this drives a man to want to fake his own death. What made him want to fake his own death?
She's
that's
trying
what.
to kill him.
Yeah. See, all of this is like starting to add like it's building up. You know what I mean? And like.
So she's getting hateful.
They're clashing. Yeah, they're clashing and stuff, and it started getting to the point where, like, and mind you. And she's from Mexico, and she didn't like. Yeah, this also makes us look bad too. Like whenever they got married, like the week of getting married, she went and got her paper, like the green card. She got her citizenship. We got everything, like done deal. Like she's now got the American dream. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Damn, how'd she get it so fast? People have to wait years.
Nah, she got it like that. It was quick. You know what I mean? And then like and my dad was doing very like well out there in Houston. He had like one of the biggest boxing gyms in Houston. She was able to like finesse her way of like being one of the trainers and having half of the gym, and like this is like their thing, and so she was really like stunting. And so whenever they started clashing, they started butting heads. They agreed on a divorce. You know, she had like my dad got served with being a divorce, and this ain't his first rodeo, so he was just like, I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? Like, all right, you know, well, he's down for it.
Yeah.
And so, but she just started doing crazy. Like she started like. Taking pictures of him, like trying to frame him, like putting like alcohol stuff by his bed, like bottles and stuff, and trying to show he's an alcoholic, fake bruises and stuff, like trying to say that he like put his hands on her and stuff. And my dad just got out of there. He moved in with his mom, and like before, so that when the divorce was cleared, he can go back into his house.
Wow.
And so during that time, before the divorce, like I think it was like a few months, like it was like where it was gonna finalize. And within the 2 months, she had this idea of like, on her own thing of like, well, if he dies, I'll just get all of it instead of half. Like, I'll get all of it.
That's so sinister.
Yeah.
I remember, because I recently watched that episode, right? I remember this guy, Gus, was involved.
His name's Mundo. Yeah, his
I
name's
was
Mundo.
not in this episode. I have no idea. So then your dad
Confided in this other guy, Mundo, and then during the episode, we were like, wait, what about this guy? Like, why does she confide in him to get him killed?
Yeah, so Mundo, my guy, the guy who really is the hero in this whole story, he was brought in like through boxing as well. My dad had a after school program, and now he was older. He was already like grown up. He already had like a past life. He had like a bad background. You know what I mean? Like he was kind of like, he was in the streets, and you know, a little rough background. But he was like switching his life over, and he got into boxing. And my dad just like naturally became a mentor to him. And he's a grown man, but like this is like. He still had his street smarts, you know what I mean? And he overheard my dad's ex-wife like talking to somebody in Spanish, like somebody in Mexico, whatever. But like the conversation was kind of like, if he's gone, just saying stuff like if he's gone and this, that, or I just wish that he was gone, just the whole thing. And so he's talking to her. This is after the gym. Everybody's left. My dad's not there. And he hit her up and say, hey, how's everything? Like, are you doing okay? Like, I know things are a little rough at home. And the way that she was looking at him, she was just saying like, oh my God, I just wish everything was just done. I just wish that he could just be gone. Like, I just, this whole thing. And then he's just kind of like looking at her like are you like trying to,
Are you trying to hire a hitman or something?
Like you trying to,
Because I know people.
Yeah, no. So the thing is like it snapped for him real quick because he said like he's seen the eyes of a murderer before. He knows that look. So when he saw that in her, he took it upon himself. Like he already he let that conversation, he let that go, and then the next day like he told my dad, and my dad was just like, man, you know, anybody here is like, man, I think your wife's trying to kill you. Like, yeah, because she's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like,
Yeah, you
whatever.
just let it roll off her back.
Yeah. But then he was just like, he took it upon himself and bought him a little trap phone and like to record a conversation with her. And he asked her like, yo, like, you for real? Like, are you down? Are you trying to do this? Cause like, I know somebody, you know what I mean, that could actually do this. And he's trying to make sure that she gets in with him so that she doesn't actually really go get somebody real.
That's smart.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, I'm trying to save my mentor, like it's like his pops to him.
That's
you know what I'm
dope,
saying?
yeah.
So he's like, I got you. And he's trying to, the way that he convinced her to where that she would trust him was that he was like, I just want a piece of it too. Like I want a piece of the money. You know what I mean? To where he's like, I know what this value is. I'll go this way out of Texas, you go this way out of Texas, and we'll just do it like that. You know, to where she was like, all right, like she trusted this dude. Like, okay,
Smart.
you know what I mean? Let's go. So then when
Greed got to her.
you know, Mundo showed him the taping to my dad, my dad was like, holy shit. Yo, this lady's for real trying to kill me, man. And that was when before he even got to the cops, they had their whole like mission. You know what I mean? Like they actually like they kept they got another trap phone. That was like the Paco. That was the hitman. And ironically, my dad was actually Paco texting.
Wow.
His
Oh my God.
I want to fucking do this shit.
actually texting her, you know what I'm saying? And so he's telling, Mundo's telling her name's Lulu. Mundo's telling Lulu about like, yo, this is Paco. This gave the number to him. This is, he's gonna hit you up. He's gonna tell you about the price and stuff. And so then she's sending text messages to Paco, to my dad. Messages that are like saying like, I don't have the price that you're asking for, but I can offer you this much upfront cash. And then she's sending pictures of my dad's cars,
Damn.
sending pictures of my dad's jewelry. Yeah, like this is what I can give you. And my dad's looking at this shit like, yo.
While she's living in his home.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many days did this happen over?
This is like in a course of like for them, this is like 3 or 4 days. But once they got all the text messages, evidence over that, they went to the cops.
Yeah.
With all that evidence. Once they saw everything, voice, all like the recordings, all those things, the evidence, text messages, they were like, okay, like
Thanks, you did our work.
yeah, basically, but like they put my dad in a hotel and like basically off the radar, hidden from us, his family, like all like work. The job didn't even know where he was. Everybody was like, he was locked like in a hotel, whatever, and they started like getting a real undercover cop with a hitman and who was gonna be Paco. Mundo still had to stay in it because he was the beginning of everything, so he had to stay in it. And now he's mic'd and stuff, and it's a whole movie. It's a whole movie, man. My dad got a book coming out this summer too.
Oh, nice.
So it's
That's crazy.
got all the details and stuff of what's going on in the marriage and yeah.
How long were they married for?
I think it was like 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
You should turn this into a movie.
Yeah, it's
What scares
weird.
me is that your old man could have, like, whoever she was talking to in Mexico or whoever,
Yeah.
that could have been a person
pulled it off.
too who
Yeah.
could have attacked your dad in that 4 day span.
Yeah.
So your
Scary
friend
shit.
really just saved his,
Yeah.
rescued his
For real saved his life, man. Like
Wait, so
and-
how does your dad live day to day now? Like, I would still be scared even though she's locked up.
well, my dad, well, for sure, he's out of that part, like that city. You know what I mean? Like he's still in Houston, but in a different area.
Does she get anything still after committing those crimes?
She got 20 years in prison.
No, I mean like any of your dad's money and.
Oh
stuff
no,
like that.
no.
So that almost
nice.
takes everything away.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, she almost got deported. Sent her back.
That's a crazy story, man. Dang.
Bro, it's weird. It's weird to talk about. You know what I mean? It was weird when all that. Like when my dad called me after that week where he actually was able to contact everybody. He called me. And I'm in LA, and I'm like, when he called me, I'm like, damn, I haven't heard from him. You know what I mean? So I'm like, what's up, pops? And he's talking about like,
So you had no idea this was going on?
no idea. I'm like, yo, what up, pops? And he's like, oh, kind of like, son, take a seat. I need to tell you something. And I'm thinking like, oh, damn, who died? Not knowing that he faked his death. You know what I mean?
It's like me, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, me.
What if you got the news that he died before he even told you this? Or he
Oh, my
prepped
God.
you for it? He was like, I'm gonna come out.
It was
like,
that my grandma, his mom found out before my dad could even call her, because my dad called us and talking to everybody, but my grandma found out the next day on the news, and she sees that picture of my dad, this thing.
That's fucking traumatizing.
Got to call her like, yo, like this is everything was going on.
What if she's like, no, you're a ghost?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, man, it's weird. It's so crazy because you see this stuff in movies and you don't know what like the feeling is when it's like you know what I mean? It's happening to you. So it's like what it makes
a movie.
no sense, man. Yeah, it's wild. Wild stuff.
That's based on a true story.
Yeah. And I'm such a troll, and being in the comedy game, I'm thinking of all the jokes and material that I can get out of, like, you know what I mean? This whole situation, this crazy lady, my dad faking his death, and the photos.
Faking a death is kind of funny, though.
It's really funny.
Because can you imagine, like, the photo shoot where it's like, nah, you gotta look more dead.
Yeah.
All right.
Or when you get the giggles and you can't stop laughing. No, hold on.
He's got a bullet shot, and he's all like,
Hold on. He's like, all right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I don't know. And it was crazy is that whenever he was getting whenever it started getting viral, he was like Mr. Hollywood. Hey, son. Hey, I'm viral, son. I made it. Every time he called me, it was a new country. Japan, son. Japan. I'm on it.
God.
Send me a link, whatever. Yeah, he sent me up. Yeah, man. So
Shout outs to you, Dad.
yeah, man.
he escaped death.
Yeah.
cool.
That's his book is I Walked on My Own Grave. That's the title. I Walked on My Own Grave.
And she actually lost everything because she would have if she just stuck with it, she would have had half the money. Or
Still
whatever.
had the American dream that she wanted.
Yeah, but greed got to her.
Everything. Yeah.
That's why karma's awesome. Instant karma is awesome.
Dude, and Mundo's getting a Christmas card every fucking year.
Yeah. Mundo, yeah.
No question.
Mundo's the real hero. Where's he at?
You the man, Mundo. Yes, sir.